Dustin from Anderson, Indiana. Hi, Dutch and James. A few years ago, I went to a comedy show with Mick Foley that he did in Muncie, Indiana. He was talking about older wrestling stories and mentioned wrestlers putting toilet paper in their bums when picked up and squeezed on so they didn't poo their pants. He mentioned Dusty Rhodes doing it. It was this a real thing when picked up in moves like bear hugs, etc. That they were pushing hard on your stomach. Was this not the muffler, the famous muffler that Dusty Rhodes used to call it back in the day?
I never heard that, putting it in back there. I've heard of guys actually messing on themselves in the ring, and they may have wished they had put something back there. What I'm more familiar with is them taking it and putting it in front to to make their little wing wangs look a little bigger, because what wrestling is just men's burlesque is all it is. So, because the women used to tell me, hey, guys could go to strip shows. What did we have? We had wrestling. So we could go to wrestling and see half naked men. So a guy out there, so he would put it right there in front of his little wing wang. So he looked like he'd have a big one. And a couple of guys, I swear to God, they did have big ones. Robert Fuller, it was like a damn elephant trunk. Believe me. He asked me one day, Dutch, don't you wish you had one this big? And I remember what I told him. I said, well, Robert, I'll tell you the truth. I wouldn't want nobody to know my wife had a vagina that big. And I laughed real big. He didn't think it was too funny, but that's my experience with toilet paper in the dressing room.
I know with Robert Gibson, I'm going to ask you another question in a minute. Robert Gibson, he may have even told me, and he just went, how do I make my dick 10 inches? Fold it in half?
Yeah. Oh, he had a big tool too. And when a guy can stand in front of you, now this might be a little X-rated, people. When he can stand in front of you and swing it around, he's kind of talented. Believe me.
Wrestling's really gay, isn't it?
Well, you see all kind of stuff in the dressing room. But Robert wasn't gay, and Robert wasn't gay. But if they wanted to be gay and wanted to maybe charge for it, yeah, they could probably make a lot of money.
Okay, you were saying beforehand the occasional wrestler used to stuff the front of their trunks. Dutch, we need names. Who did it? You. I know you've got a name in mind. Not you. You.
Well, I think Lawler did it.
Huh?
I think Ricky Morton did it.
If he's hanging around Robert Gibson all the time, then.
I think he did it. And maybe one of the fabulous ones, I don't think they were obstinate about it. I think, you just stick it in there. But I didn't watch usually guys get dressed. But seeing them naked in the shower, you would know what they got. So it looked a little bigger than what they had. So